Hey, good morning, parents. I just wanted to hop on here really quick and show you guys our graphing. So our field work yesterday was to go outside, collect sticks, and then group them and basically create graphs out of how your kids decide to organize them. And they can organize them in a number of different ways, really kind of whatever ways that they want to explore, go ahead and follow that and then help them to graph. And there are many different ways that you can graph. Obviously, you can get a sheet of paper and you can graph it on a sheet of paper. If you're outside, you can use chalk on a sidewalk to create graphs, which is a lot of fun. If you're outside, you don't have any chalk or you don't have any sidewalks, we don't have sidewalks here, you can use long sticks as an X and Y axis and then use the item that you're organizing and make those into the graphs themselves. This works really well for rocks. Doesn't work quite as well with sticks. But let me show you what we're doing here this morning. Let me turn this camera around. Hey, not right now, baby. All right, so we have a linoleum floor, and so we can use expo markers on the floor to create graphs. And so when it's cold outside, that is one thing that we collect things outside, and then we come inside to graph them. And the floor is dirty, partly because it's just a normal kitchen, and we live here and eat here, but also the sticks are really dirty. So we're gonna have to vacuum after this. But, all right, Cal, go ahead and tell me what your first graph is. Can you get down low?
My first graph was how the stick's texture is. And there was spiky, bumpy, smooth, and rough. There was only one spiky. There were two bumpy. And see, it goes right at the two. So it's smooth, goes right at the two. But then rough, there were three, which goes up there, and then the title was texture.
Excellent. So if you see, we practice a lot on the actual skills of making a graph. So the X and Y axis, trying to create equal partitions between numbers, and then having our bar graphs line up with our numbers. And of course, we label our X and Y axis. We didn't label our numbers, so we need to do that. And obviously we could just put a number sign or write number of sticks on that axis, but we also have a title. So we try to practice good graphing skills as we do this. All right, so tell us what you used for your next category.
What I used
Can you get down low, please?
I used curvy or straight, and then what I did, I organized the sticks for curvy or straight. They turned out to be 2 curvy and 6 straight.
Excellent. Now go ahead.
The title was straightness.
Great. Tell us about the next one.
This time I organized the sticks by dark or light. There turned out to be 4 of each.
Right.
Dark and light.
Great. What's your last graph?
My last graph is a branch or twig. Turned out to be kind of like this one. It went right at 4. Which is right here. You have to line them up right at 4.
Right. We need to work on our scales of graphs. As you can see, the scale is much bigger, 1 to 5, and then the next one's 1 to 8. So we'll need to work on that. But basically, this just gives you guys some ideas on how to graph at home in the house other than using a sheet of paper. Sheet of paper is great. It's a great way to do it. But over time, you may want to just change it up a little bit. And so if you have a linoleum floor, expo markers work great on them. And then you just take a wet paper towel and you wipe them up. If you have a tile floor, not a good idea because the marker will get in the grout, right? And it'll probably stain it. So it really only works for this type of floor. But you can get a big sheet of paper. Like I said, graph outside with chalk, whatever that looks like to you. And again, we want to practice good graphing skills. So have them talk about their X and Y axes, label them, give titles to their graphs, try to use equal spacing in between graphs, and so that way they just kind of continue to have that practice. If your kids are younger, you can draw the X and Y axes for them and help them label it. If they're older, I highly encourage you to just let it happen and see how they do, and then make corrections as they go and talk about how they can make it even better the next time. So, all right, Callan, was that fun? What did you think?
I think it's good.
I think it's good too. And we actually collected these sticks yesterday when we were playing outside. And so yesterday when we had kind of our adventure explore time, as we were playing, we just collected some sticks, and then we waited till today to actually do, sorry you guys are seeing my messy house, actually do the activity. So it doesn't have to always be in one spot. Time is limited for many of us, and you might be able to do a piece here and a piece there, and they'll be learning over multiple days, which is great too. All right, I hope you guys are having a good morning, and I will see you guys at 1 p.m. today. What we're doing is we're talking about how to make our nature activities academic, and this is one great way to make your nature activities more academic is by graphing and using math outside. All right, see you guys in a bit. Bye.
Bye.